Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to talk about the All-Star game. I'm using this crappy picture because it's the only one I could get in decent resolution, so that's cool. um, but yeah, All-Star game, I guess All-Star festivities happened yesterday as I'm recording this. 2 days ago, as you'll be seeing this, so it will be coming out tomorrow, I guess. So on Sunday, yes, All-Star festivities happened. Obviously, I had the draft first. A few things happened. Kevin Durant couldn't come because he's hurt. Anthony Davis couldn't come because he's hurt. Devin Booker couldn't come because he was hurt. Mike Conley got added for Devin Booker as a last second replacement. I was pretty happy for Mike Conley. Good to see him get an All-Star game. Even though I do think DeMar DeRozan was more deserving, but I'm just happy to see Mike Conley get one. So a bunch of stuff happened. Oh, also, Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid were ruled out because of a close contact that tested positive for COVID. It was their barber, I guess. So yeah, the teams ended up being this. Team LeBron was LeBron, Steph Curry, Giannis, Damian Lillard. I can't think for some reason. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic, Chris Paul, Jaylen Brown, Paul George, Damian Lillard, Domantas Sabonis, and Rudy Gobert. Team Kevin Durant was Kyrie Irving, James Harden, Jason Tatum, Kawhi Leonard, Zion Williamson, Bradley Beal, Zach LaVine, Donovan Mitchell, Julius Randle, Nikola Vucevic, and Mike Conley. Obviously, it was pretty clear that Team LeBron was probably going to be the better team going into this because Kevin Durant passed on probably some better dudes to take Kyrie Irving first overall, which led to LeBron getting both Steph Curry and Giannis. And then Joel Embiid was out, so that ended up with Zion having to guard Nikola Jokic, and that's a bit of a mismatch. But yeah, skills competition happened. Contestants were Julius Randle, Chris Paul, Robert Covington, Domantas Sabonis, Nikola Vucevic, and Luka Doncic. Only one, I believe, non-All-Star participated in any of the events, I believe, actually, which is weird. They definitely don't normally do that, but I think they were just doing that to try and minimize COVID risk, which I guess makes sense, but whatever. Dwayne Wade tried to tell us that people that are left-handed can't make shots from the right side of the floor, so he got proven wrong a few times on that one, but okay. Chris Paul kind of choked. He had Vucevic beat and missed like 4 straight three-pointers. And then Luka was kind of just slow. Came down to Sabonis and Vucevic in the final. Both of them did pretty well for the first part of the little tournament. And Sabonis came out on top, pretty well deserved. So congrats to Vucevic as well. Speaking of which, Vucevic has been involved in some trade rumors as of late. I don't think that's happening. Might be smart for the Magic to move off him, though. I don't know. I'll talk about that in another video. Probably not, actually, but whatever. So we move on to the three-point contest. Contestants were Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Zach LaVine, Mike Conley, and Donovan Mitchell. Mike Conley replacing, of course, Devin Booker, who was injured and couldn't make it. Not a whole lot happened. Steph Curry was pretty unfair. Advancing to the second round was Jason Tatum, Steph Curry, and Mike Conley. Mike Conley did pretty well. So in the championship round, Jason Tatum kind of wasn't great. Mike Conley actually balled out, put some pressure on Curry, but Curry was able to finish him off on the last shot, the money ball, to win it by 1 or tie it. I don't remember I don't win it by 1, or maybe it's still win it by 2. I don't remember. Whatever. But you just can't beat Steph Curry. Mike Conley was on fire, but you just cannot beat Steph Curry in a three-point contest, apparently. It's kind of ridiculous. And then I guess the dunk contest, before we get into the actual game, it was Obi Toppin, Anthony Simmons, and Cassius Stanley, all 3 of which were an All-Star, so I think they really were hoping they could get an All-Star, like Zion or LeBron or somebody did, but of course they're not, because if they lose to Cassius Stanley, that's not going to look great for him. It was a pretty crappy dunk contest. Cassius Stanley just Like, the problem with this one was all the dunks had already been done before, minus the jump 10, 12 feet up, get the ball and dunk, which is actually really impressive. Um, I know a lot of people don't see it that way, but I thought it was pretty impressive. Um, Anthony Simmons came out on top. He deserved it. Also, he did try to kiss the rim. That didn't really. He kind of failed. he was about to, and he just went nope. um, Now moving on to the actual All-Star game. I think I saw a couple other people talk about this in their videos about the All-Star break. I know um, Kenny did it, King of the Fourth Quarter. He said, I thought this was a great point by him, is that the players are trying to find a good balance between like showing out and making it fun for the fans and it being a competitive game, Which honestly, I always find All-Star games like really entertaining. Um, just I don't know why I do, I just do, but it doesn't matter how close it is. It's just kind of fun to watch. Just people just chuck up threes. Well, it's almost to the point where we don't really need a 3-point competition or a dunk contest because we can just watch the All-Star game and it's basically the same thing. But I still do like that's a joke, by the way. I still like the dunk contest and the 3-point contest, I guess it's called. Um, obviously 2020 was better. We're going to be comparing All-Star games to last year for a while. That was such a good game last year, and it really came down to the end. We're going to be comparing All-Star games for a while, so please don't expect an All-Star game to live up to that because you're going to be very disappointed. I still enjoyed this game, though. It was very fun to watch. The first thing that when I watched this game, the first thing that came to mind was that Giannis Antetokounmpo and Luka Doncic look ugly as hell in yellow jerseys. That was literally all I could think for the entire first quarter, was that they were just so ugly in yellow jerseys. And please never sign for a team wearing yellow. So Giannis, you heard me. Don't go to the Lakers. I'll hurt you. I'll do it. I'm joking. What else? Those kind of Curry and Dame were just chucking it up from half court at certain points in this game. It was pretty fun to watch, really. As expected, Team LeBron kind of was better for the most part. They won by 20. Giannis actually shot 16 for 16 for 35 points in 19 minutes, which is really impressive for him. Like that's. I mean, I know it's an All-Star game, but that's still like super impressive. 16 for 16. And he made a tough three or two. So Damian Lillard hit a nice little half-court shot at the end. Somehow LeBron only ended up with 4 points. Other than that, there weren't really too many surprises. I guess Curry had 28. Lillard had 32. Who else? Jason Tatum had 21. Kyrie Irving had 24. Bradley Beal had 26. James Harden had 21. That's pretty much everybody that scored in the 20s or higher. Chris Paul somehow ended up with 16 assists. Kyrie Irving had 12 as well. Rebound-wise, nobody really had, I guess, some rebounding leader for both teams. So it was Kawhi with 9. 16 assists, so that's impressive from Chris Paul. A lot of people want to talk about how it was all in one day. I kind of liked that. It was cool to watch, just it all in one day. I liked the idea of it. Obviously, the dunk contest isn't what it usually is, or it's pretty awful, really. They had 3 contestants, and I watched quite a bit of basketball. I knew who all of those people were in the contest: Cassius, Stanley, Anthony Simmons, and Obi Toppin. But we need Zion or Zach LaVine or Aaron. We gotta have somebody that's historically really good at dunk contests. No disrespect to Anthony Simmons, though. He did win this thing. So congrats to him. All in one day, though. I really enjoyed it. I think they should probably start earlier, but other than that, it was cool. Also, I think Steph dunked. I don't know. I didn't watch the highlights. I watched the game. I think I missed it, though. I thought I heard someone say Steph dunked. But I probably wasn't paying attention then because I decided to do a Madden draft with 20 other people, and it was a fantasy draft or whatever. It was about as bad as it sounds. It took like 6 hours. And then we stopped at 30 rounds because we didn't want to do the next 25 because we'd already spent 6 hours. Um, but yeah, I promise jazz video tomorrow. Anyways, leave a like, subscribe, and bye.